Hello again, everybody. If everything works as planned, this should be our Monday lesson. We're continuing on with the same PowerPoint that I was sharing with you before. It started off with the land bridge theory, and then we did a story called Bear and Blue Jay. So land bridge theory, Native American story, Blue Jay and Bear, or Bear and Blue Jay. Today we're continuing on with Native American story, how fire came to be. So let me see if I can get that whole thing. Slideshow from current slide. So in this story, I want to explain a few things. Here is a little picture of fire. I added a picture of coyote, beaver, dog, and this is a bird and a bat. With this story, you're going to want to know kind of what these animals are. Again, they are not true stories. These are just old fables or folk tales that Native Americans used because, again, they didn't have history books and science books that they can just refer to. So they came up with these stories and they would explain how things came to be or where it came from or why it is the way it is. So again, the questions you're going to want to answer is where's the tribe located or the tribe name that came up with this story? Who are the characters in the story? Here's a hint for you. And where's the setting of the story? So where does it take place? And what specific thing does this story explain? And then, here's a hint, might be in the title. And then if you want to insert a picture at the end, you're welcome to do that or just add a little information if you like to. And we're continuing on with that same slideshow like I was telling you before, so don't feel like you have to turn this in. Actually, I prefer that you don't, so it'll stay in that same spot for you. So here is how fire came to be, or how fire came to the earth. I'm so sorry. I will get there eventually, I promise you. It's very hard because I want you guys to hear the wonderful story, but also have access to the words and the images. Because if you have never seen some of those things, it's a little tricky to come up with it in your head. So let's see how fire came to be. I want to say it is this one right here. All right. So I know, as crazy as it sounds, it is, if the Native Americans didn't have a way to explain something, they tried to come up with their own theory. And although it sounds kind of silly to us, it was all they had. And so a lot of it kind of became tradition to pass these stories down to the younger children in the tribe. And eventually it just became kind of their origin story, or how something came to be. So again, with how fire came to be, you would type right here, tribe name or location, you just type right into it. If it didn't say a specific tribe, make sure you just type, like if he said Western Washington, Eastern Washington, something like that. Who were the characters in the story, so you don't have to try to name every single character, but at least try to get the few main characters. The setting of the story, where did this all happen? I know when he mentions the sky world, that's kind of tricky. But if you think about like the actual sky and they poked a hole through the bottom, that's kind of what they're talking about. So up in the sky, and then there was another place. And what did the story explain? It's actually in the title, and it also mentions it at the very end of it. And that's how blah, blah, blah. I don't want to tell you. All right. And then here again, where it says picture, you are welcome to insert a picture of your own. If you had a piece of paper and you were following along with the story, you're welcome to sketch along with it. Or if you just want to add some other details or questions you have, make this your own. So again, you're welcome to just close out of the slideshow when you're done. You do not need to turn it in. Actually, please don't turn it in, because tomorrow we're going to pick up on Native American stories. We're going to talk about Father Ocean, and then we still have another one coming up after that. So make sure you don't turn it in, but make sure you're also keeping up on the work so that you don't fall behind. All right, and I hope you guys all have a fabulous day. Make sure to ask those questions, and I will see you soon. Bye.